We call this vehicle a pocket bike. I'm carrying it like a backpack now, but in fact it's a real functional bike. But first things first. Hi there, as usual it's me, just a voiceover, you're watching Review Machines, and this is micro electric bike ADO. Electric bikes, one of the favorite topics on the channel, so I am glad to get back to the theme with this awesome vehicle. In fact, an electric bike is one of the most convenient means of transport. Only electric scooters can be compared to them. But the bikes have one crucial advantage. They have pedals, and you can keep on moving even when the battery is dead. But also they have a drawback. Usually they are much bigger, so it would be difficult to carry and store them. And today they have a bike that both have pedals, and it's very compact, like an electric scooter. Today they are going to test this bike in practice, but first of all let's see how it's built. Actually, ADO is a Chinese brand, but it's well known in many countries. The bike looks well, despite it's very unusual. In some way it even resembles a BMX bike. When we look at it closer, it produces a good impression. The frame is made of aluminum, welding seams are decent, build quality is good. It's equipped with 20-inch wheels. Rear wheel has a reducer motor, 350 watts power. The battery is integrated into the frame, and it's demountable. It's very comfy to pull it out. The battery has 10.4 Ah capacity, 36 watts power. Now let's see how to fold and unfold it. They have a durable and reliable lock on the frame, and the lock on the handlebar. When it's folded, the bike takes so little space. It's very easy to store and transport it. Besides, it takes literally few seconds to unfold it and start moving. Moreover, we have here a suspension system, the fork at the front, and the spring under the seat. The seat has a height adjustment, and I should say it's huge. The handlebar also has a height adjustment, but it's limited by the cables. Both wheels are equipped with disc mechanical brakes. There is 7 ranges, Shimano gear. At the left we see a computer with a big and bright display and the USB socket. The light and signal buttons are next to it. At the right there is a phone holder that you can charge by a USB socket. It's very comfy. Finally, let's weigh our bike. The result is 21 kilos. Not bad for an electric bike. The idle run of the wheels are good, but let's check it in practice right now. And the first thing I notice, to start moving, we should use the pedals. The motor starts working only after that. It's an obvious feature to save the energy, it's clear. Let's go. First of all, I want to say that this micro bike feels like a real bike. It's surprisingly comfortable for a rider, and I am not limited by anything. My height is 190 centimeters, but it's quite comfy for me to ride it. The seat and the handlebar are adjustable, so it's not a problem for tall people. But the seat is rather tough, I would prefer a softer one. Then I should say it's easy to pedal it. It feels like a regular small bike. When you don't push the throttle, the electric motor doesn't resist at all. All the 7 gears are working properly, so I want to say it again, it's a real functional bike, but a very compact one. Well, but what about the electric drive? I think the most effective way to show you its power, it's a burnout, isn't it? Well, to be seriously, the motor 350 watts is not the most powerful, but we remember that it's a reducer motor and it has a decent torque. My weight is 87 kilos, but it speeds up pretty fast with me. By the way, let's check the maximum speed. As we can see, without pedals, we reach 29 km per hour by GPS and 35 by handlebar computer. The bike is equipped with a suspension system. It's simple, but it works quite well if you need to get over some obstacles like these steps. The suspension is good both for rider and for all the gears of the bike. It's definitely not an enduro bike, but it's better to have such a simple suspension than do without it. Let's check the motor on some essence. When moving at some speed, all the essence I've made here are not a problem. So let's try to get on this essence right from the spot. It's hard to see on the video how steep this ascent is, but in fact it's rather serious with a step at the beginning. Let's try. As we can see, the motor managed to take me on this hill. No wonder, reducer motor always have a good torque. As to the brakes, they work properly, like regular mechanical brakes. I can't say something special about them. And we have one more interesting test, the range. Let's get back home to recharge the battery and see you soon. Glad to see you again, my friends. It's a new day, and we are going to make a range test now. But today we have some difficulties actually. Firstly, the weather is non-flying, as you can see. It's very cold outside, only +5. Unfortunately, it wasn't the biggest problem. But about that a bit later. Let's move on. I'm moving at a speed 20-25 km per hour. By the way, the bike has factory waterproofing, so it's not afraid of rain. As opposed to me, I don't like to ride for hours in such a weather. Maybe your legs can warm me a little. But after some time, I've got into trouble. The rear tire is punctured. By this moment, I had gone more than 15 kilometers. And the battery still has half of its capacity, so we can make a conclusion that the range should be about 30 kilometers. And finally, let's speak about the prices. Actually, this bike will cost you about $900, depending on the shipping you need. I'll put the link in the description below. Well, let's call it a day, guys. Please post your comments what you think of this bike. Do you like it or not? Consider subscribing the channel if you like this video. Stay with us, there will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.